Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And peace and blessings and salutations be to the hopeful elect scattered abroad and all to the sincere Akim that are pushing this truth and sincerity. And it's going to be like a quick, maybe a 5-minute video. I just want to make a lesson on this video that I came across on Esau, building in the wilderness, surviving and shit. But I'm gonna just play it so I can let y'all see it.
Athabascans named it Denali, the High One. In this treacherous land, cut by a web of ancient rivers, one man is preparing for the journey of his life.
I live one breath at a time, and one step at a time, and one day at a time. I like to be out in it and the nitty-gritty and get wet and get cold and get hot and get covered in smoke and blood and just be a human animal. My name is Morgan Beasley, and I'm 33 years old. I'm originally from Idaho, and now going into my 5th winter in Alaska.
Morgan lives wild. He has spent the last 5 years moving across Alaska, along with the changing seasons.
I've been living off the land ever since I was in my early 20s.
Alright, that's it on that, but we're going to go to Genesis chapter 25. We're going to start at 25. Alright, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Alright. And this is who you would call today, so-called white people, the so-called white race. That's why they are red. They turn red when they get mad. As you've seen in the video, it was cold out there. He was red. They turn red. When you smack them up, they turn red when they get mad, hot, they get sunburned, hey, whatever it is. It's talking about the so-called white people, right? And if you ask me, the only people that I see that are red, are the so-called white people. That's clear. And that kind of proves, Esau's the so-called Arabs, or whatever. People that say that kind of proves them wrong right there. But it's not the point though. But we're going to go to verse 27. We're going to start at 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Verse 27, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Right. So the scripture just said that Esau is a cunning hunter and a man of the field. And you can see that today and in this video. The so-called white man is always in the wilderness hunting. And he glorifies his blessing by taking pictures with the beasts of the earth that he kills, and mounting them on his walls. He treats it like trophies and shit. When you watch these different survival shows and videos, there's always, the so-called white man in these shows filming and documenting themselves surviving and hunting out in the wilderness. You don't see the so-called Arabs doing things like that. I'm not saying that there isn't any Arabs doing that or Ishmaelites, but it's Esau doing things like that, right? And they go out to like these different places, like like the mountains, desert, islands, and they go survive and shit. And he just told you that, he likes to get, wet, cold, likes to smell like smoke and blood, things like that. He likes to get out here and hunt and be an animal. All right, that's Esau for you, man. It's not the fucking Arabs, but I just wanted to bring that out. Lord willing is edifying. I know it was a short video. But with that being said, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash, and Shalom.